Hi, so today I'm really excited to talk about this topic because it's a huge pain point for a lot of people, and it's all about understanding men in commitment. So a lot of the times I hear women talk about them dating a guy who's not quite ready for a commitment, and today I'm going to talk about four kinds of guys and their approach to commitment. The first type is obviously one who is ready to settle down with somebody, one who expresses that they want a future with somebody to get married and have kids. Not talking about that guy, because those types of guys are really easy, like they set their intentions, they're really confident in what they want. But then there are three other types of guys who will tell you that they're not ready for commitment, and they'll tell you three different reasons, and they're legit. So I'll be talking through the three reasons today, and the three types of guys who will say such a thing. So the number one type is the kind of guy who wants to build his castle and then find his queen, versus the kind of guy who wants to find his queen and then build a castle. This type of guy really wants to make sure he has all his ducks in a row before he welcomes someone else into his life. So in his mind, he needs to feel like he's successful, like he's got a career, got maybe amount of money saved, that he's bought his dream house. He has to know that he's made it till he welcomes someone to share it with. And this kind of guy will tend to be really focused on his work, really focused on his personal goals, and they're likely to prioritize work over you, because not because you're not great or because he doesn't like you, it's just he's got another focus right now. So if you're dating that kind of man, get an understanding of what his goals are and what he wants to achieve. If they're realistic and you're willing to wait around, sure, why not? If you have time and you want to invest your time in this relationship, then sure. But he's got unrealistic goals, like earning millions in a year, and that's not going to happen. Then you might think that, or you might be put on the back burner or lower on his value list for an indefinite amount of time. And I don't know if you want to invest your effort and time in a situation like that. I know I probably wouldn't want to. When you don't know if a guy is ever going to be ready, there's a lot of uncertainty, and for someone like me who actually wanted to share my life with someone, I wouldn't have gone for someone like that in that position. So the second kind of guy that you'll meet who will tell you that they don't want a commitment is the guy who never wants a relationship. And this could happen for so many reasons, but some guys really don't want a relationship, and this could be as a result of the kind of relationships he's seen growing up. I know that there were 2-3 guys who didn't really want to grow up, didn't really ever want to get into a relationship for the fear of getting hurt, or because their parents didn't have that kind of monogamous long-term relationship. His dad divorced 3-4 times, so for him a relationship was never in the cards. He is just happy to have people come in and out of his life, and that's totally okay for him, just not okay for someone who is looking for something more long-term. So it's really important you have these conversations at the beginning, when someone says I don't want to settle down, for you to ask why. And it's perfectly okay to do that, especially when you're older and everyone's dating with a purpose. So these type of guys, they may never want a relationship. And I think the sooner you find that out, the less time you'll be wasting. The third type of men, and it's actually the most common, are the guys who are open to a commitment and ready for a commitment, but they're just afraid of committing to the wrong person. And this happens, I know, in so many guys in the 30s tell me that they find it really intimidating to date women in the 30s for many reasons. One, they feel like women don't need them, they're not needed. But two, they feel like that when they're dating women in the 30s, they don't know if they've got the right intentions, or if they're just the women are just dating them because they are eligible bachelors who are, you know, in that getting ready, getting married and settled stage. So they want a commitment. They want to meet the right girl. They're just afraid of, you know, not being loved for who they are, not being in the relationship for the right reason, and they are afraid of making a mistake. I mean, it's a long-term commitment. It's a lifetime, and they just want to make sure that they're in it for the right reasons. And there are many ways to kind of navigate this tricky area. I mean, you just have to understand what their fears, what men's fears are around a commitment, so that you can work with them. And I've got a course coming up really soon called Goodbye Casual Dating. I'm still working on the final touches, but if you're interested and you want to buy it now, I've got like an early bird price. I'll leave a link below. And basically we talk about understanding commitment timelines, men, and how men and women are different, how to talk to men about commitment, and basically what you can do in the beginning stages of dating to make sure that, you know, this guy is right for commitment, and how to have those conversations without scaring guys away. So I hope you found this useful. I would love to hear what you think. Leave me a note, or if you like these videos, subscribe. I think there's a button above or there, I'm not sure. Anyway, I will be back next week with another post. If there's anything you want me to cover, just email me at iona@30everafter.com. And in between the videos, I do have a podcast called Love Notes. I'll leave a link below, but also a ton of resources on 30everafter.com that you can just browse. It's completely free. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.